In today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply for the new UK entry um, immigration. It's not quite a visa, so I'm not going to say it's a visa, but if you are traveling to the UK, are you traveling to the UK soon? I hope so. It's a beautiful place. Or if you're taking a cruise that also has a stop in the UK, you'll want to look into this to make sure that if you need the UK entry um, stamp, it's not really a stamp anymore. That's the way they used to do it. But if you need this, that you are well prepared, so you make sure you can either get on your ship or disembark in the UK when you need to. If you're new to this channel, I am Stacy, self-appointed cruise port captain. Me and my husband have been cruising for 20 years, and we just wanted to create a channel of information we couldn't find, information specifically on the ports. So when you are there, you have everything that you need to have a great time with those few hours that you are in these beautiful places around the world. So the last time we were in the UK was pre-pandemic for sure, and we were in Scotland, and I don't remember any of this happening then. That we were just basically showed our US passports and we were fine. Now, I don't think any of this is because of all the recent things that are happening politically with, immigration in several different ways, because these systems take years to develop and they take years to implement. Right now, the EU is also trying to implement a similar system, but they're not ready yet. So it's not going to happen for them. So just take it for what it is. It's something that you need to do, and suck it up, buttercup, and make it happen. It just takes a few days, but you do want to be sure you do this before you leave for the trip, because the website that I looked at said that it takes at least 3 days to know that you're approved or not. So I'm going to actually show you the screens, how we are going to find out where to apply and how to apply. So, and grab a pint and let's plan for a great time in the UK. Now I'm going to show you how to find the application to get the ETA for the UK. So I'm actually going to show you on my computer. I got fancy equipment here. And I'm good. So the first thing I do anytime we travel is just do a general search. What do I need? So you can see I already tested it here. So you can be pretty generic on what you say. Like AI is getting so smart that it can figure out pretty much what you're looking for. So this is England. I've put the UK in before. You can see that too. Oh, I didn't even spell England right, and it's already popping up correctly. So England, pop up. So first I'm going to get the AI generated idea for it. As we know with AI, it's not always correct, but we want to, double check it. It's getting better about adding the links of where they find this information. But the big picture is to enter England and the rest of the UK as a US citizen. You need a valid passport starting January 8th, 2025. Also an electric travel authorization, an ETA. If you don't have a visa or you're not eligible for an exception. So most of us who are cruising, we are just staying there for a day, and we don't have visas because our stays are very short. Well, even if you're disembarking, like we'll be disembarking on a transatlantic in Southampton, we're still only staying a couple of extra days. So we definitely need to apply for this, and it gives you all the information. So where we go first, or I go first, is I don't always go to whatever pops up first, just because sometimes it looks a little suspicious and they can be third parties, and sometimes third parties add an upcharge to things. So I usually start at the US Department of State or the State Department and their travel warnings. Not a good place to visit. I said that wrong. It's a good place to visit whenever you travel abroad, to see if there's anything that you need to be aware of. And in this case, it's the United Kingdom. Any kind of travel advisories that pop up will pop up here. But we care about the quick facts because we are looking into that ETA. And it's telling us the tourist visas that are required. Just repeating what AI told us at Google. So this is actually giving us the right link. So I trust this link more than I do the general links. but we are going to get another warning that we're going out. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's about as good as, and safe as you're going to get. So, you have to have a little faith in all of this. And now you can see where it has brought me to that link. It's gov.uk. And here is all the information, what you need to know about applying for the electronic travel authorization, ETA. Who can get one and who needs one. You can read all of this to your heart's content at another time. Uh, I've read basically what it applies to your just kind of no extenuating circumstances US citizen. And it just boils down to that basically we need to apply for one. But there's some key things to point out here. Uh, that it will help you if you know, do you need one? Do you not need one? If you're a dual citizen, what can you do? So come to the UK for 6 months of tourism or visiting family. Even though we are just coming for, you know, a day at a time, usually, you still need to apply for it. For us, we end in Southampton on our next trip. So we're going to be there a few more days. So we definitely need to get that. Um, and you just can keep scrolling down what you cannot do with an ETA, how much it costs. That's probably something everybody wants to know. So it costs £10 right now. And £10 is, you know, that's going to be roughly under 20 US dollars. And then check it out. From April 9th on, it's going to be £16. So lucky for us, I'm going to apply for ours today. So save a couple of pounds before we go. It's going to encourage you to do this on your phone. And I have done that before on my phone with Canada. Years ago, Canada had a similar system and they still have it, I am assuming. It doesn't work with my phone anymore. I have an older phone now and the application doesn't work. It is fine, you know, because we get asked a lot, like, how can you afford to travel? How can you afford to do all this stuff? One way is we don't buy new phones. No judgment if you do. We just use old ones, and that's just somehow we save a few $100 here and there for that. But you can still apply online. So I'm going to do that in a second. How long it takes? It's going to take, you can see, within 3 working days. So you definitely want to do this before you travel, at least a week ahead of time. I would say do it as soon as you can, as soon as you definitely know that you're traveling. For example, the transatlantic, we are going to be on the sea for a week. So it'll be a week before we ever get in Southampton or anywhere near the mainland of UK or Europe. Um, but I don't want a chances that something will go wrong on the ship's Wi-Fi. So I'm going to do it now. And that's really the gist of it. Is like getting that basic information. It's going to take 3 days. It's going to take £10, and you're going to need to do it either the app on your phone or you're going to apply online. So I'm going to apply online. And we're thinking, and we're thinking. Here we go. Okay, the easiest way, they're still going to try to get you to do it on the app. I'm still not going to do it on the app. I love this little clip here. The app is not available for my phone. Ask a friend or family member if you can use theirs. I just kind of think they're saying that they think I'm a sweet little old person who can't use her phone and needs somebody to help me. I know most older people who have better phones than I do, and they're doing just fine. I'm still not going to use the app, and I'm not going to ask anybody else to do it as well. But I'm going to hit this link. I cannot apply on the app. Again, they're trying to tell you you can do on the app. So I've done this a couple of times, and it always took me around in a circle before I finally got to the right place. Continue the application online. It's reminding me of the documentation I need. I need a photo of passport, and that I'll use to go to the UK and be able to upload a photo of myself or take a photo of myself and answer some basic questions about myself. This is important that it has to be done in one time. The system, you can't do anything over 20 minutes or the system will time out. So once you start, you need to go all the way to the end. So I'm going to do mine now because I'm here and I'm going to take my picture. I'll do my husband's later because he's not here and I can't start his application and save my work. So that's very important. And finally, we get to where I can start applying. So I'm going to shut the video off here because you don't need to see my private information, but I'll come back and tell you how it worked. I'm all done. That was it. It took about 10 minutes to do it all together. The conversion was $13.48 from the £10. I immediately received a confirmation email saying that they received my application. Tricky parts, they wanted a recent photo since I did it online. I had to take a picture of a selfie on my phone and then I uploaded it to my computer, and it worked fine. I just did a selfie against a wall. No big deal. It took it. Did ask me some questions about my employment, which was surprising. Employment, some views about philosophies. I'll let you find out those. If I was a convicted criminal, those were kind of surprising to me, but just answer them honestly and you'll be just fine. So again, it took about 10 minutes altogether. Easily processed a US credit card, and it did ask for a phone number to be reached at. So another tip of ours, we might tell you fully in another videos, we have Google Voice numbers, which are very helpful when you're overseas because they work over Wi-Fi. So that's the phone number I gave them. I gave them my Google Voice number. So I hope all of this helps you, your travels to the UK. It is just, normal paperwork things. It's a big world out there. Every country has their own ways of doing things. And for now, this is the way the UK is doing it to manage their influx of people coming in and out of the country. So we hope you have a fantastic time in the UK. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We will do our best. Or if you have already done this yourself, what did you find? Did it work good on your phone? I imagine it does, but what was your experience using it on the app? We wish you safe travels and bon voyage till next time.